Alright, we do focus bull markers with 205 numbers after the name. Little Wasteland Wednesday action right here, man. So this video is coming out. I usually schedule my videos to come out around noon Eastern time here in the US. And the Call of Duty World War II reveal. So I'm recording this. I'm going to give you guys some time frame here. I'm recording this Saturday afternoon, the 22nd. Just got out of work. Threw on the headsets. Wanted to record some videos over here. And the reveal for Call of Duty World War II, we got the confirmation that that's what it is. And the reveal is going to be in an hour at 1 p.m. Eastern. Unless that kind of changes. But for right now, that's how it's listed. And there's really no other details besides it. There's some box art that already came out that kind of details the 30-day window for PS4 exclusivity, which, you know, makes sense. There's been, I held out a small, modest hint, maybe, that with the Scorpio coming out, like maybe they'd back out of it and they'd want Call of Duty on the premier platform. I also thought that it'd be not a bad move on Activision's part to split it up, to have Destiny be like the PS4 thing and maybe the Call of Duty be the Xbox One in terms of exclusivity and whatnot, and kind of give that kind of priority and play both sides of the game. But who knows how much money is exchanged here in this deal? Who knows how long that contract was signed with Sony when that switch happened? That is all very nebulous and negligent for me to even speculate as to what's better financially or not. As a fan of the series and as a fan who plays on Xbox, obviously I'm not, crazy about it. I also don't really care ultimately about like when the DLC comes out. Like, people get it a month early. Word, I don't care. Like, whatever, I'll get it a month later. Like, it's not that big a deal for me when I go and kind of think about it. But yeah, that is kind of what it is. But I'd be interested to see if Activision would have done that, flipped it up over there. But I guess what they're trying to avoid is to, pin one machine as the Destiny machine, one machine as the Call of Duty machine. And also, it's very difficult to leave that Sony money behind because of the huge lead that PS4 has in this generation in terms of just console sold, in terms of just like actually, being able to get your copy of the game into people's hands. Like, you're going to do that more if you got a PS4 than if you put it on the Xbox One. And I don't really think the Scorpio is going to change that necessarily. But that's a different discussion for a different day. Here I wanted to kind of speculate as to what we're going to see in this reveal. I'm not crazy about, like, I have some minor enthusiasm. Call of Duty's kind of been this was kind of a wasted year, I feel, almost, for Call of Duty, and Call of Duty fan base, I think, kind of could, hey, if you've been a close fan of the series, you kind of feel that way as well, where it's, a year of like Infinite Warfare where nobody really liked it, nobody wanted to play it, and you're like, well, whatever, like, it ain't that big a deal. Yes, I'm going to destroy that attack insert there. I'm not going to wait for the guy to come up and put him through that misery. I'll just take the 75 points cash. Easy right there. So I feel like it was a wasted year, and it's more of a curiosity for me to see if the series can bounce back. It's been on the downfall ever since this game that we're watching right here, Black Ops 2, if we're going to keep it real. Black Ops 3, I think, put it a little bit up, but the supply drop issue still brought it down eventually. So it's kind of been up and down a little bit, more towards the down than the up. Ghost was kind of a big step backwards for the community as well, even though people still play through Ghost. Actually, I think about it, I played through Ghost a healthy amount, and I just kind of stopped playing Call of Duty. That's what I ended up doing. Same thing with Advanced Warfare 2. Immediately once the movement system changed, I was kind of out. I didn't really have it. I played Black Ops 3, though, a good amount. And you could definitely tell by just the videos on the channel and whatnot. If you go look at my Wasteland Wednesdays, you can tell where like I diversify. And at some point, especially with the backwards compatibility on the Xbox One, to me it was de facto I'm going back and playing these older guys. And now the servers are got a little bit more people on them. I'm able to play on the system that I got over here. And eventually, if I do cave in and get a Scorpio, it's going to be a big push for me to stay with that Xbox platform with the Call of Duty because of the backwards compatibility, because that's where the games that I like to do. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that for me to keep playing games that already came out a while ago, even if I don't stick with the series in the future. So I'm definitely purchasing Call of Duty World War II. I don't think I'll be getting Season Pass. It'll be the first time ever that I haven't gotten both the games together. I think I'll pass on the Season Pass. I'm not really too interested. I'll wait and see approach until like the DLC comes out and see what happens over there. I wouldn't mind just staying with the base game. But we'll see. Maybe I'm enamored by it and maybe I like it. I definitely like the World War II setting. We'll see what Sledgehammer Games does with that. What I'm expecting from the reveal today, though, is a single-player trailer. That's kind of like all I really expect. I'll be shocked if it's a little bit less. I'll be shocked if it's just like a teaser, like trailer, like 5 seconds to the trailer or something like that. that'll honestly be a little bit disappointing. As are these host migrations. These are definitely not disappointed over here. I can't believe when I went back and I started playing this game again, and like the first host migration happened. I was like, what? And I was playing with my boy Garrick on one of the games, man. And I had a 20. I remember it was like 22, 23, and I brought this up last week, man. And then we had host migration, and we got kicked out. And I was like, what? I was like, oh, it's gonna be my nuke, my 7th or 6th nuke. I don't know. I gotta go back and look, man. I think we got the Kobe. We never got to the Jordan. Maybe not. I think I got Jordan. I got 6. I don't think I ever passed that. I never got to the Robert Horry. I think that's the next one that we're waiting for. I think I definitely missed out on that. Either way, though. So I think it'll be a trailer. I expect it to be about 1 minute 30, 2 minutes length. They kind of go pretty ham with their trailers, but it'll strictly be single-player campaign focused. Like, it won't be anything. It'll be really setting a mood piece and kind of showing us what we're dealing with graphically and just the setting. I expect the World War II setting to be similar to other World War II settings that we've had. I think it'll span all kinds of battles. I do expect them to diversify, but I don't think we're going to see anything too crazy out of the norm. Like maybe the craziest we'll see is maybe some like American troops in Africa. That might be like something, but that was even tackled, I think, in Call of Duty 2, I believe. Yes, but it'll be interesting to see whether they stick to a certain campaign, like maybe the Americans coming in through Italy, or maybe obviously the Normandy beach storming, something like that. Maybe we go strictly Pacific. That'll be interesting to see whether they do that, or they kind of diversify. I like World at War to me as kind of the premier World War II experience to date in the Call of Duty franchise, where we bounced around a lot, right? Like, we were in Peleliu, we were, I believe, in the Battle of the Bulge at some point. We were playing as the Russians, where we ended up taking over the Reichstag and stuff like that. I really like that, and I like spreading it fairly between all barriers, and I wouldn't mind even playing as some Nazis at some point, if they even wanted to show you that kind of perspective. I think that'd be pretty cool. Obviously, they'd have to do that a little bit tastefully because they're the bad guys and whatnot, but I'd be interested to see if they expand their frontier and like what that could lead to. That'd be really cool. I don't really know how much we'll see about that, but I kind of expect you to see a single-player trailer. The guy in the cover art looks a little bit more towards Pacific in terms of like his gear and whatnot, but it could really be anything. It's kind of tough to tell. It's kind of a little bit generic over there. There's something like the reflection of the guy's eyes, which I can't really tell fully what it was. I haven't seen a good enough image blown up of what that is. So I'll be curious to see how like that kind of plays out. But that's kind of what I expect. I don't expect any multiplayer teaser at all. I don't expect like literally any multiplayer thing at all. I'll be pretty shocked. And check out this spawn flip right there. I was like, yo, y'all gotta be crazy. I don't expect any multiplayer teaser at all. I don't expect any sort of obviously the movement system. I think it's kind of already confirmed that it's boots on the ground. Like, that's kind of what everyone's been talking about, and that's kind of all you got in World War II, unless they throw just like jetpacks on somebody. So that's not going to change. I don't think we see anything like that. I don't think we see, we got to remember, like, World at War, there's, like, vehicles and stuff that you use in multiplayer maps. I don't think we see anything that will, like, even remotely confirm or deny that. I'd be shocked if you get any multiplayer touch. I kind of expect that to be, as it's been done in the past with Call of Duty in August in their own like singular event. I think they'll have a representation in the PlayStation conference as well, and in there they'll probably just show off the, maybe like a longer extended version of the single player trailer, but that's kind of it. And then they'll have their own event at like a COD XP type thing, where they'll bring everybody in and show you the multiplayer stuff, similar to how it's been. I don't really expect over there, and I do expect the beta as well, but I don't expect any announcements. I don't expect any remastered either. I think that's kind of off the table now that you're going boots on the ground, and it'll be interesting to see what kind of perspective that is. We'll see how right or wrong I am here in an hour. Maybe they release this huge multiplayer trailer with all the details. Kind of doubt it. They even talk about pro perks coming back. Kind of doubt it, but it'll be curious, man. I'm very curious to see, and I'm curious to see what kind of tone they take with it, and I'm really excited to play the campaign and play the game, man. Your boy Marcos, let me know how you feel below. We should have had nuked this game, man. Dang it.